What if I told you that the biggest boxing match in Nairobi this past weekend wasn't a fight, but a script? What looked like a powerful moment for the youth is now being exposed as something much, much darker. A fixed match.
Oga Obina, Ebu explain to us that part, because imekani kama ni fixed match kinda.
And the man at the center of this match fixing is none other than Mr. One Term.
I have a special message to the president. Mr. President?
Even Mosiria couldn't defend him this time round.
Script ya Obina ilikuwa hivi.
Let me explain. If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
Baya amekuingilia kwa uwanja sasa, ndugu brother, wapenzi watazamaji. Sio mwingine wala ni Mbavu Destroyer.
You see, over the weekend, all eyes were on one event. Mbavu the Destroyer versus Majembe.
Mbavu Destroyer ameahidi kumtoa Majembe Mbavu tatu.
Two young men from the trenches, from the ghetto, fighting for a better life. This wasn't just boxing. This was hope. A chance to show that talent can actually change your life. And it worked. For a moment, Kenyans showed up. The energy was high. The vibes were perfect.
Raundi ni ya kwanza, dakika ni 2. Twende sasa. Majembe Mbavu haya. We. Patwa moja ya tumbo.
After the match, something changed. People didn't leave excited. They felt confused, uncomfortable, almost like they've been played.
We waited for this fight for about, I think, a month and some days. And we had high expectations that this was going to be something nice. I'm telling you, this is one of the most boring boxing matches I've seen in my life today.
And then the allegations started. One of the first people to speak was actually Geoffrey Mosiria. Now, I know Mosiria talks about everything, but this time, people actually listened.
Yes, wengi wameulizia mbona siku attend hii boxing match ya Mbavu Destroyer na Majembe.
Because he claimed something serious, that he tried to get a trainer from Mbavu before the fight, and what he saw made him believe that this match was already decided. Not speculation, not rumors, a fixed outcome.
Leo vile wamepigana, it was all scripted. Na nilipost kwa wall yangu 1 hour before the match. Ndio nilipost, nisema by 11:30 PM kuna mtu ataanza kusema kumeibiwa. What I meant, hiyo kuanguka, hiyo kucheza kwamba amegongwa. Script atarudi kwamba na simuliona alisema amegongwa kwa makaa.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. Because when something is fixed, you ask one thing, who benefits? At the center of this whole event is Oga Obina, the organizer.
Kuweka, you fan unajaribu kuleta hapa hii, don't bring me your bullshit. Mimi ndakupiga Mosiria.
And to be fair, this was beautiful. Helping two struggling youths make money, build a name, change lives. That is something that we can all support.
Obina alikuwa involved aje na fight? How did it happen? Kwanza nataka kusema man, shout out to Obina. Wewe mse amechange lives zenu single handedly. Wewe na Majembe.
That guy nimemappreciate so much manze. Ndio maana mimi hata watu wabongeaje. He's still the goat.
But then money started coming in. Big money.
Sasa huyu Majembe.
Na Mbavu the Destroyer.
Mbavu the Destroyer. Huyu wa kuweka mawe.
And that is when politics entered. Because one of the biggest contributors to this match was none other than President William Samoei Ruto. 1 million for Mbavu, 1 million for Majembe.
Nitalipa gate ama ticket ya watu 1,000
1,000
na watu 1,000 so 2,000
tickets.
2,000 tickets.
Sema ni mbaya.
Hii ni mbaya. Hii ni mbaya.
That is 4 million in total. Now, at first glance, that looks like support. But here's the problem. It did not stop at support.
Listen to this
Mr. President, you are among the first people who believed in this. Na ukapatia winner 1 million, na ukapea Mbavu 1 million.
At the event, Oga Obinna grabs the mic, and the first person that he shouts out is the president. Not the fighters, not the fans, the president.
Mr. President, I want to thank you for that. It is my humble request, Mr. President. We've had the undercards who have been on this ring tonight. They are going home with 100,000. Mr. President, because you love sports and young people, kindly make sure all the undercards go home with 1 million shillings.
And that's when it clicked to many people that this was no longer just a boxing match, that this was a political stage.
Nimeona waheshimiwa wengine wamekuja through, wacha tuwa big up. Of course, Mheshimiwa Jalango yuko hapa, Mheshimiwa Karen Nyamu, Mheshimiwa Shalo yuko hapa, Mheshimiwa Babu Owino yuko hapa.
Then came the ending, and this is where everything fell apart. Mbavu goes down, holding his private parts, claiming that he was hit there. But the footage shows something else entirely. No clear hit, no convincing moment, just a performance. And that is when the narrative exploded. This guy must have been paid to lose.
Hii ni kitu yenye ilikuwanga pre-planned. In fact, hata winner na loser ilikuwa pre-planned. Ilikuwa fixed. Fixed aje? Majembe anastahili apigane hii vita na Mbavu hajatrain, lakini Majembe amefanya nini? Ametrain. Wakati ni wanapigana, ikue that Mbavu atagongwa sehemu yake ya siri, aanguke chini na akujwe na ambulance. Akiamka aseme amejangori. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu aligongwa mahali penye match hafai kuwa anagongwa, kwa sababu alikuwa amateur. So apatiwe nafasi nyingine ya kurudi kupigana tena. Akirudi kupigana tena, more tickets, more money.
Mr. President,
kuna mtu mwingine anakula ban leo.
We do have other consecutive matches planned later in the year. We do request to give us this space for free. So next time, I don't have to pay for it, because this is a unit that you can bless us with.
And when you connect all the dots, it starts to look very ugly. Political funding, public shoutouts, suspicious ending. Even other political names started getting mentioned. We have Jalango there, we have Oburu. And now, the question is no longer about boxing, it's about manipulation. Was this match manipulated? Was this match fixed to have Mbavu lose and the president win the attention of everybody? Because this wasn't just entertainment. This was supposed to be a pathway, a spark for Kenya's boxing scene, a chance for young fighters to believe that this could be me. But if matches are fixed, if outcomes are bought, then what happens? I suspect fans stop trusting, sponsors pull out, and the sport dies. And the very youth that we claim to be supporting end up with nothing. And here is something even deeper. Kenyans are starting to notice a pattern. Anytime there is something that is trending,
you guys, pongezi sana. Yeah? I've just come to tell you, keep it up.
Anytime the youth are involved,
Kenya, weekend hii hapa Kanairo, HSBC tournament ya rugby inaendelea.
Anytime that there is attention,
useful nani ule?
Useful idiot. Useful idiot.
Tafadhali mtafute.
The president shows up, not with long-term solutions, but with momentary money. And people are asking, is this really support or is this just strategy?
Nawekea Majembe 1 million.
Mbavu Destroyer
1 million.
At the end of the day, this wasn't just about Mbavu or Majembe. This was about trust. And once people start believing that everything is staged, everything is bought, and everything is controlled, then even genuine opportunities starts to look fake.
Hii match ni kama ilikuwa stage managed. Watu wakule pesa, kila mtu ashike njia yake. Hakuna boxing imefanyika hapa. I might be wrong, but hakuna boxing. Hii ilikuwa ni mchezo stage managed, kila mtu atoke na chenye anatoka nayo bas.
Na ukapatia winner 1 million, na ukapea Mbavu 1 million.
Like seriously, Oga Obinna, how would you say that Majembe was the winner, yet they didn't even begin the fight? Hawako wameingia kwa ring, yet unasema Majembe was the winner. This was before the match. I was there. I attended. Here is my tag. Kwani ulikuwa umefix hii kitu ama?
So the real question is, was this just a bad fight, or was this the example of how everything, even dreams, can be turned into politics? Tell me in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe.